The reason why feeling your feelings and accepting your feelings is so important is because when you try to fight what feeling is coming up for you, your body literally thinks that you are getting ready for battle. So increased cortisol, increased all the other stress hormones that are involved in stress and anxiety and depression. When we learn how to pay attention to the feelings that are happening inside of us, that is when our body starts to say, okay, I can actually see really clearly what's going on here, and I can really determine if this is an enemy or not an enemy. Even if the feeling is an enemy, then all that means is that the anxiety you're feeling is important. You should be feeling that anxiety because it's something that requires anxiety for you to take action or to become hypervigilant, because that's what's going to keep you safe. So part of the process in learning how to feel your feelings and accept them in a way that doesn't just lead you down the path of wallowing is learning how to tune into the physical sensations that are happening in your body, and not just tuning into, my neck is tight, my jaw is clenched. Those are great to kind of unclench your jaw and loosen up your body, but what does it feel like when you're happy? What does it feel like when you are sad and you should be sad because it's something that brings a reasonably sad feeling about? What happens when you feel angry and it's from a place of needing to sit down and reflect versus when it's from a place of needing to, fight for your life? Those are two different types of anger, but we don't really understand the difference in the two unless we get familiar with the physical sensations that show up. And we can only get familiar with them if we observe them without trying to change them. I think that's the key piece where a lot of us get really messed up with a lot of the advice that we hear online about mind-body work. We think that once we feel the tightness or we feel the sensation, now we got to figure out how to fix it. When really the work is in learning how to stay with it and track it. What does it feel like if you just do nothing? That is the key, really. When you do nothing, your body keeps living, right? Like you keep breathing, your heart keeps pumping. All of these things keep happening without you fighting for it. And so what we want to start learning is what happens when you actually stop fighting the feelings that are going on inside of you and you let them just play out on their own. How long does it take for the feeling to go away on its own? How quick does the feeling go away? How long does it stay for? How intense is it? And how intense does it get? Like the hill, it's like the top of the hill there. How intense does it get before it then starts to come down on its own? These are the questions that we look at and that we work on in therapy.